Hey folks, this is ioEther back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Nova Tanker as he's in his WZ-111 5A. It's a tier 10 game on Monovka. And sometimes this place is referred to as Campanovka. As you can see by the fact they're at E5 apparently. No, never mind. I thought for a second he was gonna park up here somewhere and just snipe across. Our Type 5 seems to be going the wrong way. And yeah, I mean, we got tank destroyers here, but those are pretty much standard. And our LT is trying to light up as much of the enemy as he can so that they can get obliterated by our friendlies. Yep, there we go. Already one enemy tank down. Good job, guys. So this is one of the tier 10 Chinese tanks. The other is the 113. Wow, you can see he's got 2 marks of excellence on this thing. And we should see a nice game today of what this thing can do and why you probably want one. Before we get into that though, as always, if you think this game deserves the MVP for the week, then please do hit that like button. If you want to see more of this kind of content, then feel free to subscribe and hit the little notifications bell so you actually get my content. And in all things, thank the Patreons. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be putting up the contest and all the details and everything you need to download. There's going to be a download for the contest and everything else you're going to want for the contest for 500 subscribers, because we're well above 500 now. And so that's going live tomorrow. You want to be on the Discord server. You don't have to be anything special on the Discord server. You don't have to be one of the patrons or anything like that. This is completely just available to any of my subscribers who want to be there, and it's should be fairly fun. We're gonna go fun. Anyway, so just click on the link in the description below to get to the Discord server, and yeah, anyone can join. Ooh, yes, good shot. Does almost 500 damage to that T100 LT. He's looking for the shot on the E4. He figures he knows where the E4 retrieved back to. But as we have no vision, we don't know if that actually connected or not. And he's going to push forward. Now, it looks like he's going to go for the E5 first. And it is, of the 3 tanks that are there, it is the best one to go for. And the downside is that the enemy has... Ooh, I'm trying to get my cursor. Where's my cursor? Am I hitting the wrong button? I must have been hitting the wrong button. As we take some fire, return some fire. Nice shooting. He is firing heat. That's because he doesn't have time to truly sit there and aim on the E5. He only has fractions of a second to get these shots off, or he's going to get absolutely destroyed by the tank destroyers behind them. But notice the cupolas he's shooting down into. So if you guys want to dominate the bridge line up here, this is what you have to do. The heat helps. It's not necessary, but it definitely helps a lot. Unfortunately, he doesn't go through the I-7 right there. So yeah, all these 4 tank destroyers, we know the E3 is down, or the E4, sorry, is down here, but the rest of them are more than likely back here somewhere. We know that at least the Yagzilla is back there. Ooh, as we get hit and penned by a Yagzilla as he's trying to figure out where that pen looks like it went up into the turret. That's unfortunate. It's a place that happens, but not a place you want to get hit. Where is it? That's a weird place for a hole. Wait, no. So we go ahead and do some more damage. Where did we get penned? That's not a hole, is it? Might actually be a hole. I can't really tell. Nice shooting into the Yagzilla. Again, he's looking for those flat plates on the front of the tanks to pen with the heat. If you fire heat, you want to make sure it hits somewhere flat, because heat doesn't normalize the same way as AP or even APCR does. AP does the best normalization. It has the most chance of self-correcting as it hits the target to pen the best. He doesn't do that. He just goes into the target. right? It's high explosive anti-tank. It explodes on contact and fires a projectile through the tank. And I believe that's how that works. Nice shooting into the side. Never ever fire heat into tracks, by the way. It will do absolutely nothing. Ooh, unfortunately, I think that last shell hit the gun barrel of the TIE 5. Upside, he probably took the gun barrel out. Downside, we don't do any damage. Ooh, and that shell must have gone high and connected with the gun mantle, or... Ooh, he's having a hard time at this range with that Type 5, so he's advancing forward, which is exactly the right move. He only has 2 more heat shells, and then he really has to start placing his shells. Because once he's done with the heat shells, he's not going to be able to pen the front of most of these tanks. He's going to have to hit vulnerable side armor. Well, the Paladin should be able to pen anything but the top of the turret. Or anything but the turret. So he gets in close, and he kills the Type 5 on his way past. He's looking at killing the other Type 5. However, he's got to be careful aiming for a flat section. He misses and connects with a rounded section, and it bounces off. Unfortunately for him, the Type 5 doesn't miss its return fire. He blows its tracks off, hoping friendlies can come in and take it down, and he gets so much spine damage off that. Goes ahead and takes it, the T-92, while he has the opportunity to do so. Look at that, over 1,000 spotting damage just because he blew the tracks off the Type 5. Even though he couldn't actually do any damage to it, just by blowing its tracks off, he got a ton of damage done. Oh look, the T-100LT snaps a shot. Unfortunately, it misses. That means I was gonna say that means the Bat Chat's gonna go after the T-100. As it turns out, the Bat Chat gets himself killed by the Badger, and now the T-100 is eating into us. Now, the T-100 should have backed off way sooner than this, but I guess he got himself lucky and manages to time our reload. Talking about lucky, though, 17 health left. That's going to be enough. Snap a shot. Snaps a shot, but unfortunately it did not go in. The T-100 is, again, risking. He either needs to hit our lower glacis, or he needs to start firing some heat. I don't think he's going to go in with standard rounds. And he pushes his luck too far, gets himself lit, and gets himself taken out when we were loaded and staring at him. After that first time he bounced around, or maybe the second time, he shouldn't have been pushing up in that location. I would have skirted across here and gone to take out artillery, and then maybe start concentrating on the Type 5. Going head to head with a heavy tank and anything other than another heavy tank or a heavily armored tank is eternally stupid and will get you killed every time. Never, ever, ever, ever fight a fair fight, guys. It's not worth it. Not if you want to win in this game. In life, it's a bit different. In games, never, ever, ever fight a fair fight. And that's what Nova Tanker's been doing all game. He's made sure that he's pinned enemies in place. He's been pinning them with gold ammo if he needs to. He's been just focusing on one tank until it dies, or he's been spotting enemies and letting teammates take care of them. But he's never given anybody in this fight a fair fight. Never given them a fighting chance. And he barely makes it out of this fight, but he does like 6,700 damage. Good job. And 3k spotting. I didn't even notice the 3k spotting, because last I looked it was like 1,000. Wow, 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 and well done, sir. Right? Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to jump over and take a look at his stats. Okay, so my audio program freaked out a time, but it's fine. So first class master badge, spotter, hand of God, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect, Spartan, and a high caliber. You look at all these medals and ribbons and stuff like that as a whole, this doesn't look like an amazing game. This looks like a run-of-the-mill high tier, high damage game. And then you look at this and realize that he's not in a premium tank. This is a tier 10 tank. The odds of this thing making this kind of cash are low. unless he's done something extraordinary. That's not the number I said he left the game with, right? It's not. He's about 500 damage higher because of the blind shot that rolled for 582 of his 500 average damage on the E4, and it took something out. So most likely a track or a crew member got taken out, and just that must have pissed him off. Right? Isn't that great? Unfortunately, he didn't do anything to the Badger, and he didn't have to do anything. Oh, look at that. 1,400 damage on the Badger and 1,200 on the Type 5, just for knocking their tracks out. Didn't do anything else to them, just knocked their tracks out. 7,000 damage. Wow. And almost 1,300 base experience. That's probably why he didn't get the mastery class. It was only a first class badge, because he would have needed to pass 1,300 in order to get the mastery badge in this thing. This thing is quite hard to get a mastery badge in. A lot like the objects, the Now 7, Batchat, and there's a few other tanks that are amazing in a bunch of things, and so there's many people play them, right? 27 shells fired. Now he makes a profit on this, considering the fact that he fired 100,000 credits worth of gold ammo, or I guess ammo total, but still, right? Yes, he wouldn't have made a profit had he not been ranked. All this other stuff, but still, right? The fact that you make a profit off any tier 10 game is great. The fact that he made almost 200k before he started taking it for expenses is amazing. And 15 shells connected and went in. Now don't forget, a bunch of those, that means 9 different heat shells bounced. And I guess 8 maybe, and I think 1 AP. But either way, well done, sir. And look at that, assistance damage. Good lord. So you are definitely a member of the 6K Damage Club. If you don't know already, you are definitely one now. Thank you so much, Nova, for sending this in. This was a joy to be able to cast, and it was a lot of fun. And I'll see you next time. Oh, of course, I forgot. MVP, hit the like button if you think this deserves the MVP for the week. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Hit the little notification bell so you actually get the content instead of YouTube skipping over it occasionally, which it does. And in all things, thank the patrons. That saying will mean a lot more to you guys next week. But for right now, I'll see you in the Discord server tomorrow, Saturday, for the start of the contest. And don't worry if you get there at Saturday at night or Saturday in the morning. You'll all have exactly the same chances to win. And it will be down to who cares about the prize the most. Which I haven't figured out yet. But probably like a month of premium or a bunch of gold or I don't know, something like that. So yeah. We will see you all next time. Thank you all for coming. And this is ioEther out.